And just like that, Carrie is an elder delusional pick me at this point because there is no way on God's green earth Aiden tells you he smashed Kathy and you're like, okay, let's smash 2 minutes later. Carrie, be so effing for real. And to the writers of And Just Like That, you deserve to do time. You do. You deserve to do hard time, laborious time on the railroad. Get it, don't be timid when you in it, love up on it, give along, need it. My name is Ashley, and this is My Sweet Perspective, where I give my take on all things TV and movie related, and I am here to put you on, okay? Back to talk And Just Like That, and I don't even know the episode number. Is it 5? Is it 6? I don't know. But something happened in this episode. Several things happened, but this is the oddest thing I've ever seen before, because there's no way, Carrie, at this time in your life, you don't know how to communicate. You don't know how to put expectations down, and that you and Aiden are so far apart yet close together. At this point, y'all deserve each other, in my personal opinion. But let's get into the episode. We see Carrie eating mutton with the author. And again, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? She goes up later because Aiden comes, busts out the window at Gramercy, the door window at Gramercy, and has a pity party about it. So she tells him, I met with the author. He had me eating mutton. Oh, you met with an author. Knowing the hell that Aiden was going to ensue later in the episode. But we discover Aiden has a time away because Wyatt was going to this wilderness retreat camp, whatever that is, right? And basically he decided he wasn't going to go when they got to the airport, and they forced him to go. And because of that, later in the episode, we discover that Aiden and Kathy smashed and dashed. Right? Anyway, Miranda is Carrie's excited because he's back at the Gramercy, and, whatever. I don't care. Miranda talked to the dogs, and now she and Joy are, I guess, the couple of the year, because now I want you to meet my son. But when I tell you how he got his name, it's too much for Joy. Y'all, this I don't care. Miranda and them later have a date, a lunch date, where she gets to meet Miranda's son, and of course he's in love with the dogs, and so I guess Joy is now okay with everything. I really don't care for this storyline at all. We also see Miranda meet with Seema, and she's planning for dogs, even though she doesn't have a dog of her own, because she just sees Joy being a part of her life after this one night of passion. Y'all, as I'm, watching Sex and the City, working my way through it on our Thursday watch, I'm trying to see the evolution and growth in these ladies, y'all, and I'm not seeing it. If anything, I'm seeing regression, because there's no way 20-something-year-old Carrie is the same as almost 60-year-old Carrie. It just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. Charlotte is at the cancer center, of course, because we knew that she was going to be Johnny on the spot. I need to figure out what's happening with my man, and we need to get through this. Well, as she's coming there, someone comes out, and of course she makes up this lie because he's still telling her, don't tell anyone about this. This is something I want to handle on my own. And we touched on it a little bit in the live, and I feel like that's his right. This is his condition, and in whatever time he feels like it's proper to disclose, I think that's going to be the best for him. And so, like I said, Aiden came breaking windows, but Carrie can't touch him, can't come over to him, don't hug him, because he ruins everything in life, just like the window, just like they're not going to be able to find, the glass panes where it looks like a rainbow. It's because he destroys all things. And you do, Aiden, because at this point, why are you here, Ike? Go home. And he tells Carrie, go put on some shoes, don't touch me, right? Because the glass is everywhere. But also, is that a metaphor for put back on the old Carrie again? Because we saw at the end of the last episode, she took off her shoes. Now he's telling her to put them back on. What could it mean, y'all? What could it mean? She who must not be named lost Billy D. Williams, lost her daddy, y'all. And this was kind of sad. But again, the reaction, the performance of it all, I don't know if I buy it. But to me, the best thing about this episode was Jennifer Lewis, the mother of Black Hollywood, playing Lucille. I enjoyed her. I enjoyed the spectacle of the funeral, and all of that. And she who must not be named, she's gonna get through it. I liked that her husband got up there, and the husband actually looked handsome. I know I give him a hard time, I drag him a little bit, but he looked handsome at the funeral. He stood up, and this is the best she who must not be named has looked on the series to me. It was channeling, I don't know, we were going back in time to a bygone era, and I thought she looked incredible at the services. But of course, Lucille had sent an email blast as soon as Billy D passed and said, listen, I'm planning the funeral. She who must not be named isn't having it because she's got to be in control of everything. And they sit down and they talk, and, they kind of come up with this agreement on how to do it together. The funeral was extra. It was big. It was a spectacle. It was all the things. But I do think it honored the memory of her father. And so, there's that. Carrie and the mutton, now she's got reflux, and I think that Aiden is causing part of this gastrointestinal discomfort because, girl, what are you doing here? Why? We see a moment where she's shopping at Tiffany's with Charlotte, and of course this is just in the escape. Charlotte wants to tell, but at this point she really just can't. Miranda, of course, I talked about that date because it really didn't amount to much. Aiden says, of course, he ruined everything, the doors. He can't find a proper replacement. He's brought in all these different options, and it's not working. Now, here comes the confession of the fact that he smashed Kathy. And Carrie's like, that's fine. I know how this could happen. I get it. It's fine. What? And she's like, yeah. He's like, well, I slept with somebody else, and, that's not right. And she's like, well, that's not what I signed up for. He's like, what do you mean? She said, you thought I was just going to wait here for 5 years and not have sex? Well, yeah, Carrie, because you didn't define it. Like, again, 20-something Carrie and this elder Carrie, I don't see any of the growth. Because why wouldn't this have been discussed as far as terms? Because I was under the assumption that this was going to be a monogamous relationship as well. But she's fine. And not 5 minutes later, commences to rolling around in the bed with Aiden after he done just smashed Kathy, who has a whole man out here in these streets. Does no one care about their health? As my girl on TikTok says, does no one care about their health? She said she was never going to be celibate. That was never going to be a thing. And my thing, but he thought that. And the fact that he stepped out is sickening to me. We were literally sitting there watching it like, what? Huh? You can't be serious right now, because what kind of relationship is this? Why even be in a relationship together? Why not just be single and stay in contact? Clearly, he's not ready for a relationship, built for one at this season in his life. And Carrie, clearly you're delusional as well. So much was not communicated. The audience is left out. She's left out. He's left out. No one knows where we stand. And I think at their ages, at this point in life, you would know how to communicate what something is and what something isn't. Child, it be beyond me. I don't want to sleep with anyone else but you, but I will if I have to. Huh? Aiden gone, but not before the neighbor comes up and drops off his chapter in the book. And Aiden does this whole dramatic, let me just leave it on the table that I bought you, and ease on out of your life. Hopefully it's for good, Aiden, because I never want to see you again. Ugh, even though you and Carrie honestly deserve each other, I just don't want you to darken my screen anymore, because what kind of character are you? And this is the one everybody was sad that she broke up with or whatever. Aiden can go directly to the hot place, in my opinion. Charlotte is at the store buying Depends. Carrie is there to buy herself some more Tums, some Gaviscon, whatever she was getting, and see Charlotte buying adult diapers, adult men's diapers. And right there in the middle of the convenience or store, the drugstore, has a full-on meltdown. Charlotte had to get this off her chest. She releases, she tells everything, and Carrie just kind of holds her in the moment. I was, of course, just waiting for Carrie to make it about herself, but we don't know yet. She hasn't had time to do that. But I'll be awaiting the foolishness that will ensue. But you guys, those are my quick thoughts. Don't forget, every Friday night, we get together at 7:15 Eastern Standard Time to do a live discussion on And Just Like That. Pardon me today, honey. I'm having a relaxed, leisurely day. So let me know in the comments, what did you think of this episode? Do you buy the relationship? Do you buy that Carrie really didn't care that he smashed his ex-wife? Like, what? What? Anyway, if you haven't already, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. And I will see y'all in the next video. Thanks for watching.